We're getting a lot more information on that truly bizarre Mark Sanchez knife fight in Indianapolis. For starters, the charges Sanchez faces have been upgraded to the highest they can be, a level 5 felony, which in Indiana carries a sentence of up to 6 years in jail. Now, they were upgraded after authorities saw the extent of the victim's injuries and factored in his age, nearly 70. The prosecutor also left the door open for additional charges, saying, quote, "This is by no means the end of this investigation." On top of that, the Post uncovered some pretty graphic footage taken just minutes after Sanchez was stabbed during this back alley brawl. It shows the ex-NFL quarterback stumbling down a dark sidewalk and grabbing what looks like a bloody wound just under his chest. Sanchez's alleged victim is now suing the sports analyst, claiming he's permanently disfigured, and pictures of his injuries, including this deep slash across his cheek, are gruesome. But what's especially perplexing here, Sanchez's former Jets teammate told the Post that the incident seems very unlike the man he knows, and, quote, "Something obviously wasn't right that night." Now, after the tussle, Sanchez was taken to the hospital and discharged Sunday morning. Authorities immediately transferred him to the Marion County Jail, where he posted bail and told authorities he didn't remember the incident. Now, Sanchez waived his hearing for today, but he'll be back in court on November 4th. Now, another day, another round of controversy for Virginia Attorney General candidate Jay Jones. I already told you how he texted about how former state Speaker of the House Todd Gilbert should or could be assassinated. Now, a former House colleague, Republican Kerry Coyner, says a conversation between them included Jones suggesting that if police were stripped of legal protection and killed, they might shoot fewer people. The state congresswoman says Jones said to her, quote, "Maybe if a few of them died, that they would move on, not shooting people, not killing people." Now, the two were discussing qualified immunity, which is a legal protection for government officials like the police from civil lawsuits, say if they mistakenly shoot someone. And bringing it back to Speaker Gilbert again, Coyner claims the AG candidate later texted her that Gilbert might change his stance on gun control if one of his children were shot and killed, writing, quote, "Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy." Now, Jones has denied the latest allegations. A Connecticut mom is being accused of poisoning her estranged husband with antifreeze, or more specifically, with ethylene glycol, the main ingredient in antifreeze. Why would someone do such a thing? Well, the couple is currently in an ugly custody battle over their child. Kristen Hogan was arrested and charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of interfering with an officer. Her soon-to-be ex-husband is not named in the police report, but cops believe that a while back he opened a bottle of wine to enjoy with some friends. They didn't finish it, so he corked it and stored it in the fridge. Very normal. 5 days later, he had a little more, but soon after he began slurring his words, staggering, and vomiting. Doctors at the ER thought it was a stroke until he mentioned drinking the wine. When he then met with detectives, the victim said he suspected his wife poisoned the wine the day they were supposed to be in court together. And the plot thickens. She never showed for the hearing, but her cell phone connected to his home Wi-Fi while he was at court. The shame of it all and the very clear evidence authorities confronted her with was apparently too much to bear, and Hogan confessed, saying she didn't want to kill her husband, but rather, quote, just wanted to make him sick as payback for being mentally abusive.
For more on this story and everything else you could possibly want to know, check out the New York Post in print or online. And don't forget, like and subscribe to the New York Postcast wherever you get your podcasts, and on YouTube. You'll be glad you did.